What's good, YouTube? This is STORMYBMAN and I'm back with another video editorial. Before we get started, I'd like to say shout out to the LDBC, the Lions Den boxing community, new media, and liberated perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Coming up this Saturday, October 31st, Halloween, we have a heavyweight match between Alexander Usyk and Derek Chisora happening on Sky Sports. The venue is going to be in Wembley in the UK. This fight will see Alexander Usyk in his second heavyweight fight since moving up from the cruiserweight division, and he has a record of 17-0 with 13 KOs. He's taking on a more formidable opponent than last outing, which he faced Chaz Witherspoon, and he had a lackluster TKO stoppage of Witherspoon, who had been out for more than a year from the sport, and he stopped him in the 7th round. This fight with Chisora is going to see Usyk stepping it up as far as heavyweights go, because Chisora is a grizzled veteran and has a record of 32-9. And out of those fights, Chisora has faced a variety of heavyweights, contenders as well as journeymen, with fights against the likes of Kubrat Pulev, Dillian White, Robert Filipic, Carlos Takam, Dillian White, Arthur Spilska, and David Price. Chisora is finding himself with the opportunity of a lifetime. In a chance victory over Usyk, it will throw his hat right back into the arena of heavyweight contention. David Hay is saying that Chisora is finally starting to get a bit of that mentoring that he has been lending him and taking it to heart as far as his training and preparations for fights. We saw in his last outing a TKO over veteran David Price in the 4th round. Chisora was looking more like he had bounced back with 2 victories prior to that since his loss to Dillian White by KO in the 11th round. Usyk is going to have to turn it up in this fight. He's looking at a grizzled veteran, as I said, and a man who usually weighs far more than what he's accustomed to facing. What Usyk has going for him here is his boxing ability. He does have good boxing skills, but he's a smaller man, and he should not be looking to trade with the larger, possibly more powerful Chisora. And it may, at the end of the day, be his refined technique that keeps him in this fight. I see it being a real battle back and forth, and it's just a matter of whether or not Usyk will be able to handle the strength, pressure, and punching power of Chisora. Having been a naturally smaller man, Chisora is not necessarily going to fear much of him, but he does have to be guarded against the technique that Usyk will bring. Again, that pedigree, when you have technical abilities, can always keep you in a fight. You know, that's one of the philosophies that STORMYBMAN hangs his hat on. When fighters are able to have refined technique, even when things are not going your way, you can steady the ship by remaining technically sound and staying behind your fundamentals. That can always bring you home. That's where Chisora is going to have to listen to the mentoring of someone like Hay and his trainers who are preparing him for this bout. Will he be able to do that? That is something we're going to have to find out. But I see this fight being a very interesting battle between 2 men who could be, as odd pairing as they are, evenly matched to certain degrees. This is a good test for Usyk. It'll let us know how he's able to handle the heavyweights. But the test gets sterner from here, so he has to pass this one first. As far as CHISORA, can he make the grade as far as turning back the tides from a smaller man? He shouldn't just take it for granted that Usyk is the smaller guy. He should still try to operate behind the bit of fundamentals he has and follow a precise game plan, which should be to apply pressure, to lean on him, to close the gap in the distance, to keep heavy pounding all over Usyk, up, down, body, head, shoulders, wherever he can bang him, he should be banging on him, because he wants to make this man feel the pressure that he has to bring. He wants to make this man feel his strength that he has to bring. This is to CHISORA's advantage. We'll see. And at 6'1.5", will he be able to handle the taller 6'3" Usyk? Dillian Whyte gave CHISORA problems in the later rounds with his length, and he did catch him with that left hook in the later rounds due to CHISORA being tired and his technique fading. Will Usyk be able to do the same? His power at heavyweight hasn't really been shown yet, and he's only had one heavyweight contest. So we'll have to wait and see how this turns out. Personally, I think that this is an opportunity for both men, and I would not be afraid to say I see this fight ending up in some kind of a weird draw for both guys. That's what STORMYBMAN thinks. This fight is one of those fights. It could be very exciting, but I can see it ending up being a draw. They're not going to give CHISORA a decision over Usyk if it goes to the final bell, but this is how it may turn out. What do you think? Leave comments and let's discuss. This is STORMYBMAN. That's all I have for you at this time. Until this Saturday when we see this fight takes place, everyone remain safe and peace.